Oh my goodness, I'm such an idiot. I am so sorry. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oops. So if you're just tuning in, I apologize. My video, for some reason, I mean, well, it's not the video, it was my fault. I'm updating my social media accounts because I accidentally turned off the chat. Whoops. Sorry about that. I apologize. Hopefully this is broadcasting. Okay. Okay. I apologize for that, everybody. That I am so sorry. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Oops. Okay, let's try this again, and hopefully we'll get it just right. Okay. Gotta get ready for this. So again, as I said originally, this is a little skit that I am going to do for you guys, and hopefully this will work. And once again, I do apologize for the abrupt ending of the first video, but here we go. A skit, and then we'll do our live chat. Here we go. What's this? Green light just came on this monitor. Robin? Robin! Oh man, this is bad. This is not good at all. Just at the right time when I needed him the most. Wait a second. What does this green light even mean? Hold on a minute. There's a message that appeared. It's from the Riddler. It says, I quote, "Riddle me this, Batman! A device that nearly everyone has that can freeze anyone it sees. What is it?" This must be in relation to this green light that appeared on the monitor. Something that everyone has. Well, that can freeze. It could be one of those freeze rays that Mr. Freeze has, but fortunately, not everyone has a freeze ray gun. Of course, if Robin were here, he'd say something like, "Holy cinematography, Batman! It must be a camera. Precisely, Robin. That must be a camera up there." Well, if it is a camera, then I must say this to the Riddler. And Riddler, if you are watching this, I do have something to say to you. And I hope you take this very, very seriously. I'm trying to get my glove back on. That is this. It's not who I am underneath. It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me. Riddler, I am the Knight. I am vengeance. I am Batman. I'm coming after you, Riddler, now that you know where I am. Robin, to the Batmobile, wherever you are. Acting. Hey everybody, how's it going? Shaun Allen here. I hope you guys thought that little skit was fun. I can't see the comments right now, but my gosh, this costume that I have is retro. Look at this. Unfortunately, I don't have the ears to this. I can't even see comments. There we go. Hi. Hey. What's up? You probably ask yourselves, why in the world did I squeeze myself into... Well, I will tell you why in today's live stream. And let me just say I got this costume off the internet, and it's not in the best of shape. As I mentioned, the ears are off. This used to have some really cool little side pockets to the belt, but as you will see here from this example, they came off within a week because the glue was probably cheap. And the gloves, I don't know if I can, yeah, you can see the little fibers coming out. But the mask and the costume itself is really, really cool. Sorry, about to reveal my identity. I'm going to see myself. Who am I? It must be that billionaire Bruce Wayne. Finally. Brings back the days of me being a mascot. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Shaun Allen here. I am back with another live stream. Yes. Woo! Oh my God. I am so hot. Yikes. Woo! You can't see it up here. There's sweat. Just imagine what Adam West had to wear. This is like an exact duplicate of the Batman costume, but it's a cheaper version. But I remember when this came out, I was like, I had to get my hands on one of these. So yeah, that was a little skit for you guys. You probably ask yourselves, why in the world did I do that? Hello, hi, how's it going? You guys like that? Thank you guys so much. I am a big fan of the 1960s Batman. And if you guys didn't know about this, today was a pretty awesome day. Guess what? Adam West and Burt Ward are coming back as Batman and Robin. This is such big, especially for those of us who are big comic book fans. And you maybe ask yourselves, well, how in the world are they going to do this? Because obviously, you guys get that? I don't know if you guys cut that out, but yes, Batman and Robin, Adam West and Burt Ward are coming back as the Cape Crusaders in not a live action film, but an animated feature film. And it's going to be released on DVD and Blu-ray, and I think it's November. It's called Batman Return of the Cape Crusader, and yes, it is going to feature the original 1960s Batman and Robin, and it's going to be in this picture. And if you're wondering who are the villains going to be, it's going to be Joker, Penguin, Riddler, and Catwoman. And this is, when I first found out about this morning, I was like, oh my gosh, so cool. Because I grew up watching the Batman movie from the 1960s. I then later on down the road started watching, oh my word, my computer just freaks out all the time. But I grew up watching the 1960s Batman movie. Later on, I moved on to the TV series. Wow. I mean, incredible stuff. And they also did cartoons back then as well. I think in the 70s, there was a Batman and Robin show that they did a long time ago. Now they're coming back in an animated feature film. There's actually a trailer on the internet. It's called Batman Return of the Cape Crusader. And to be honest with you, I'm going to treat this as like a sequel to the original Batman movie. And I think it's a good tie-in because Julie Newmar is going to be playing Catwoman in this feature film. And it happened back in the 1960s when they made the Batman movie with the cast, you know, Cesar Romano, hello, everybody. Sorry, my computer is just completely freaking out right now. I don't know why it's doing this. So I hope the live stream is doing okay. My computer is just freaking out. I gotta shut down some things on my computer. In the live stream, really just freak out a lot. Can you guys? One moment. Oh dear. Force quit some items. Yeah, the Joker's breaking up the feed. Sorry if the live stream is breaking up all of a sudden. I'm I'm watching my camera to make sure I'm still live, and it says I'm still live. I apologize if everything is just breaking up constantly. My feed for some reason is not really doing so great. I'm shutting off a couple of items on my computer, reason why it's causing this now. So give me 1 second. In fact, I'm going to go, well, I'll keep this on. Is the live chat, is it like stuttering for you guys? Is this super terrible? Thank you so much. Yeah. Egghead, yes. Excellent. There are actors in series. Let me see here. I'm gonna shut that off. Shut that off. Okay. Hopefully this will work. All right. I'll keep an eye on the stream because hopefully I got rid of whatever it was that was the issue. Nope, still looks like it's terrible. Anyways, I'm unzipping this. Sorry if the stream is so bad. I apologize. I don't know why it's doing that. Ugh. Yikes. Okay, so hopefully that works. Is everything okay now? It looks like we're back in business. You can try refreshing the page. I just did that with mine, so hopefully that works. Oh my gosh, that was really hot. Okay, so anyways, so that was an interesting little bit. So yeah, they're bringing out a new animated feature with Adam West and Burt Ward. Very cool, awesome stuff. You can watch the trailer. I think it's on YouTube. Okay, awesome. It's working better. Thank you. Thank you, guys. And as you guys know, I actually got the chance to meet Adam West and Burt Ward. I'm sitting on the book. And check it out, the Book of Batman. And when I open up the page, the first page I see is Batman Archives Volume 1. There's the signature from Adam West. And there's Robin, or Burt Ward. That's Julie Newmar. And, of course, my picture with actress Julie Newmar. That was the only picture I really could get from that whole adventure. So, yep, that's me with Catwoman. So yeah, for some reason their attorneys, not attorneys, their agents said we couldn't take pictures with Adam West. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, that was fun. That was like, what year was that? I showed this on one of my other videos too. 2007. That was way before I started YouTube. Eartha Kitt. Yes. Oh, that's the name of the other actress. Yes. Eartha Kitt, Lee Merriweather, and Julie Newmar. Julie Newmar was by far the best because she was the original. The actress that was in the Addams Family, she actually played a villain from in Batman. Who else? Vincent Price. Who else? Gosh, there's so many big actors in this series. I forget who else was in it, but yeah, there was a ton of actors and actresses that were in that series. Great series. Lasted for like 3 seasons. Of course, recently we lost Batgirl. We lost her, unfortunately, about a year ago. And I think the reason why they're releasing this movie is because, yeah, Burgess Meredith. Yeah, he was, he's Penguin. And Cesar Romero, I mean, no one can compare to Cesar Romero's Joker. I mean, yeah, Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger did pretty well. They both did really well as Joker, but nobody can compare to Cesar Romero as the Joker. And I haven't seen Suicide Squad, but I heard that Jared Leto's version of Joker wasn't as good. He may not even play Joker again, but we'll see. I haven't seen his role as Joker yet, but I don't know. We'll see. Am I excited for Justice League? Yes! I'm so looking forward to Justice League. Yeah, Justice League is going to be awesome. It's going to be Warner Brothers and DC's, Avengers movie. And supposedly Superman's going to be in it, but if you guys saw Batman versus Superman, then, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do that one. But, yeah. So anyways, that is what's going on there. So some other stuff we want to talk about. So that's DC. DC is all, Warner Brothers. We're not going to talk about that stuff. We're talking about Disney. Let's talk about stuff with Disney. So yesterday I talked about more about the parking structures. Now comes more going on with the Rivers of America, and more specifically, Fantasmic. They're calling it Fantasmic 2.0. And this is kind of a big one because a lot of fans are going to be very upset about this, but rumors are running around Disneyland that when Fantasmic comes back, getting the Peter Pan segment in Fantasmic, it's going to be replaced with Pirates of the Caribbean. It's going to be a fight between Captain Barbossa and Captain Jack Sparrow. Mixed feelings about that. But, to be honest with you, what they're planning on doing with this sounds pretty cool. A lot of people, enjoy the old stuff, but no. But as of right now, the rumors are flying around that Pirates of the Caribbean will be replacing the Peter Pan segment in Fantasmic. Now, I know a lot of people really enjoy those, but what will they do with the crocodile? My guess is that they're probably going to take out the crocodile because of the recent incident in Walt Disney World. That's probably their solution, just put in Pirates of the Caribbean. And if you guys have seen the Frozen show, there's a technique that they're using that's called mapping, like this camera mapping or costume mapping. Basically, what they're planning on doing is that it's going to be a battle between pirates and the skeletal pirates. So they're going to be battling in the moonlight. Somehow, in some way, they're going to like wear a special type of costume where a camera and a projection screen will be able to follow an actor's movements, and if they move into a certain position, they'll be a regular pirate, whereas where they're not, if they're in the moonlight, they'll be turning into a skeleton. Now that seems very complicated because you would have to have multiple cameras, multiple projections, and even multiple computer screens too. But this isn't going to be, computer screen. This is all going to be performed live. And again, this is just a rumor, but this sounds very, very high tech. And yes, I have seen the Pirates ride in Shanghai, and wow, a total like upscale ride in what they've done with that particular attraction. I have been to Walt Disney World in Florida. Fantastic 3.0 Batman versus Joker. Yeah, right. I've only been to Epcot and back then Disney MGM Studios. I wasn't there for when they had studios or what they have right now. This was back in the year 2000. This was 16 years ago. And that would be awesome. They could bring Tron into Tomorrowland, like the cycles. That would be pretty awesome. But where are they going to put something that big? I hear it's faster than the Epcot test track. So, yeah. So, anyways, I was in Walt Disney World back in 2000 in November, I believe it was. And that was 16 years ago. And I know a lot has changed over the years. So, I was there. The pros and cons, well, I don't know if I can really give a good, opinion as to the parks right now because I haven't been back in 16 years. I haven't made it to Magic Kingdom. I also haven't been to the Disney's Animal Kingdom. I never really even made it to any of the water parks as well. We did stay at a hotel called I don't know if it's still called this, but the Yacht and Beach Club Resort. So that was a lot of fun. And anyways, so that is what's going on right now with Fantasmic 2.0. They're saying there are other changes coming, but they said that Peter Pan, it's been around since 1992 in the show. So, I mean, it will be sad if it does look like from pictures that I've seen on the internet, they are doing some work on the Columbia because it's in an area where guests can't really see it very well. So my guess is that they are going ahead with Pirates of the Caribbean. But again, this is just a rumor and my own personal opinions of what's going to happen. If they do something like this, it sounds very, very cool. And it does sound very, very complicated and very like expensive in terms of how much money is going to be spent just doing all this, because it's going to be like live action motion capture basically. And if you guys have never seen the special effects stage at Universal Studios Hollywood, you can actually learn about motion capture, and it's just really complicated, and it's very, very difficult technology. I mean, the movies like Disney's A Christmas Carol, Polar Express, Monster House, Beowulf, done by Image Movers, those are very, very complicated, and you should see the suits they wear, and it's just unbelievable. But I don't think they're going to be wearing those type of suits. It's actually going to be on their actual costumes, and again, it's very complicated stuff. But I know they have a very similar technology that's being used in the Frozen show when Anna is going like this to stop the blade. There's actually a computer that's capturing her movements, and via a projector, it projects her turning into ice. So when she gets into that position, the camera senses the sensors on her costume, and thus the computer starts working in where the details should go in terms of the ice, and it makes it look like she's turning into like a pillar of ice right there on the set. So, yeah, it's very complicated stuff. So, anyways, that is what's probably going to happen. Are you guys still here? I don't know what's going on because the chat really just went silent, and I'm just curious as to what happened. I don't know if you guys are listening or if it's just, you know. So, yeah. Anyways, let's see what else. Oh, yeah, it sounds very complicated. So, wow, you just moved to Orlando. Yeah. So, in terms of lots of pros and cons with various rides and parks, are you saying you want me to do pros and cons? Is that what you want me to do? I'd be glad to do that. Maybe for not all the rides, but for some. But yeah, you moved from LA to Orlando. Wow, you actually get to check out the Walt Disney World stuff. That's pretty cool. Plus, you also have Universal Orlando. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We have Universal Studios Hollywood. And what else do we have? I don't know. By the way, I actually got some dinner here. So mealtime at Disneyland, not at Disneyland, but here at my house. Welcome to the show. All right. So that's another item I wanted to talk about. And here's something else that's very cool too. I think that's added to the Disney Store website. So there's this new item that's coming into the Disney Parks online store. Apparently, it's not going to be on the in the actual Disney stores, but Yesteryear's vintage apparel collection is coming to Disney Parks online store. Now, what I've seen is very minimal, but apparently what it is going to be stuff that you can get that used to be sold many years ago in the Disney parks, but now is being resold again. Now, I don't know if this is like overstock from several years ago, but I don't really know that for a fact. Oh, thank you, Nat. Thank you very much for that comment. Nat Floor. I think that's right. So yeah, that is going to be open up on August 18th. It's called Yesteryears, a vintage collection by Disney Parks. It's going to be open on August 18th, and it's going to go from, it's going to be open for a very, very limited time, from the 18th to the 25th of this month. And there's some t-shirts here. Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. It says during the next 3 months, you'll find limited release, and the stuff that's coming up right now for 18th to the 25th is actually going to be stuff that's going to be sold right now. So it's going on for the next 3 months, but I guess stuff will come out later on. They got pictures. They got mostly clothes. There's this interesting looking t-shirt here, and it looks like says TS Tech shirts from the extraterrestrial alien encounter. It's from the Tomorrowland attraction. Yeah, that's the one that got replaced by the Stitches alien encounter, whatever that thing is, which is supposedly rumored to be going to be taken out soon. So yeah, if you want to know what's going to be happening with that ride or the rumor for that ride, you go and watch the previous live chat that I did, which was the live chat for August 16th. But rumors are going around saying that that attraction is going to be taken off from the Magic Kingdom soon. Let's see what else. Okay, so I guess if I had to do some pros and cons with various rides and parks, wow. Let's see here. Let's see. For Disneyland, you can't beat Disneyland, okay? Yeah, no, I never mentioned about the Little Mermaid. So, yes, I'm actually looking forward to seeing the Little Mermaid too. Yeah, they recently got a director and I guess another actor for that movie, so looks pretty exciting. Trailer for Beauty and the Beast. Wow, that's gonna be pretty cool. Oh, there's something that's coming up in one of my videos from Downtown Disney that you guys will be shocked about, and it's gonna refer to the Beauty and the Beast movie that's coming out next year. I think it's coming out next year. I'm very interested in checking out the live-action Dumbo film. You guys know that, right? If you guys are followers of my Disneyland video series, you guys know I have a Disney or Dumbo section on my display that's dedicated to Dumbo. In fact, that top shelf there is kind of has a little bit of all sorts of things. That's Empire First Order, stuffed toys, but there's a little bit of Alice in there and Dumbo stuff there. You can't see him, but Casey Jr. is in there. He's you can kind of see him. That's his light right there by the... right by Maleficent. Yes, there is going to be a live-action Dumbo. And when I found out about this, I was like, who would be the best director to action film? And one of my suggestions was Tim Burton. About a week or a month later, it was announced that Tim Burton was doing the Dumbo movie. And I'm like, what? This is going to be awesome. So yes, Tim Burton's going to be directing the Dumbo film, and I pray that he doesn't drop out of this because he is perfect for Dumbo. Absolutely perfect. If you guys haven't seen the Alice movies or any of his other films, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Nightmare on... No, that was a different movie. Nightmare for Christmas, you know, any of these other films that he's done, he's got potential to make this a big film, and I hope it doesn't bomb. And I hope critics are like, "Oh, this film's stupid," but yeah. But yes, there is going to be a live-action Dumbo film directed by Dumbo, and I would so like to be a part of that, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. But yeah, wow, the Dumbo film is going to be, I think, pretty cool. And Tim Burton or Disney, if you're watching these videos, if I have any influence somewhere in, I have a little bit of influence somewhere because I have made suggestions and you have actually implemented them into Disneyland in some way, but when you're making this film, do not exclude Casey Jr. He's got to be in that movie. And in some way, you got to add in the Casey Jr.'s coming down the track, the music. If it's on a radio, if it's on like a musical number or something, it doesn't have to be sung or anything, but if it's just like with the orchestra, that's perfectly fine, but you gotta add it into the movie. You gotta add it into the movie because that is a classic song. And you can't, you know, take out the classic songs from, you know, a reboot or a live action film. I know they did some of the old classic songs in a Jungle Book, you know, but yeah, so yeah, I am looking forward to it. He might be in the movie. I wouldn't be surprised if they had him as the mouse. I'm talking about one of the comments here says, I bet Johnny Depp will be in it. He probably will be. He might either be the mouse. Oh, you know what he could play? He could play the circus master. Yes, that'd be great. He'd make a great circus master. But don't make him dorky. Don't make him like, don't make him look like the Mad Hatter. Oh gosh. But yeah, they have to add him in there somehow, in some form or fashion. But yeah, definitely get Johnny Depp in there. He'd make a great circus master. He could do a little bit of his Jack Sparrow routine when he's trying to calm down the elephants, like, calm down, elephants. You're getting out of hand. Let's go to Tortuga. Why is the rum gone? I mean, why is the water gone? You've got to keep this G-rated, right? Yeah, I remember the Maleficent movie and the Once Upon a Dream. Yes. Sorry, I picked my nose. I don't know if Tim Burton will do that with Casey Jr. That would be very, very weird if it did. Yeah, Johnny Depp plays Johnny Depp. That's great. I like the idea, though, of Johnny Depp being in the film. He might be. I don't know, but we'll see. What's the other actress that oh man, there's another actress that I keep forgetting this one. Queen of Hearts. Come on, guys, help me out here. Oh man, I gotta remember this. Hold on, I got it coming up here in just a second. Queen of Hearts. No. Gosh darn it. No, that's not it. Oh, here we go. Helena Bonham Carter. Bonham Carter. Gosh, I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember her name. You mean Burton's ex-wife, believe it or not. Yeah, they separated after a long relationship, which is sad because they were so great together. And she was in a lot of his films with Johnny Depp. You know, he did it. Didn't Tim Burton do the Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street? I think he did, right? He did Sweeney Todd, right? I think he did. That's also up. If it isn't, it's definitely up Tim Burton's alley. No, wait, actually, no, he did do that one. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, weird film. I actually saw the play for the first time ever. I saw the play Sweeney Todd at my college that I go to. Then I saw the one. Then after I saw that play, I watched a different play that actress Angela Lansbury was in, and she plays the baker. If you guys don't know who Angela Lansbury is, she's of course Miss Potts from Beauty and the Beast, but she's also known as Jessica Fletcher from Mom's favorite TV show, Murder, She Wrote. Yeah, very talented actress, very, very talented actress. And at one point they were planning on rebooting the Murder, She Wrote series, but with a different actress, but that tanked. And the whole concept of the new Murder, She Wrote would be totally different from what it used to be. So I'm kind of glad it tanked, but I would have liked to have seen maybe, you know, Angela Lansbury reprise her role as Jessica Fletcher. But after the TV series ended, they did actually make a few feature films for television. But Bedknobs and Broomsticks, yes, I watched that one too. That's a good one. That's a classic. You know what's interesting? Talk about Johnny Depp. Did you know? Okay, if you guys have played Disney Infinity, or you probably don't realize this, but Johnny Depp has not one, not two, but 3 characters that he's portrayed as Disney Infinity figures / characters in the game. Can you believe that? That's pretty cool. To actually have 3 of his characters, most popular characters, as Disney Infinity game characters. And if you guys need to refresh your memory, here, let me get them for you. There's one. Whoops, there goes Mickey. So as we all know, here he is as the Mad Hatter. This is him. More recent. This is a more recent release. Mad Hatter right here. Here it is. Tonto. We make trade. Yeah. This is a very interesting Tonto, you know? Very interesting Tonto Kimosabi. And last but not least, we have Jack Sparrow. Let's Captain Jack Sparrow, if you please. Captain. Sorry. Alice, you're very late, you know, you naughty. I had to do that. I know. I did it for all the other characters, but yep. There they are, 3 of his characters. They actually made a very funny commercial where when they released the Lone Ranger figures, they had these 2 guys looking at each other like, ooh, we look very similar. It's because the actor that portrayed these characters was the same guy as in the figures, right? They should have done it with the Mad Hatter too, but they didn't. Oh well. But that was around the time when they were planning on stopping with the whole Disney Infinity series anyway. So yeah, anyways, hope those voice impressions were okay. Hope you're able to hear them. Oh my goodness. Okay, so is there anything else you guys want me to talk about, or do you guys want me to answer any more questions, or let's see here. Yes, he is returning. Orlando Bloom's character is returning in the next Pirates of the Caribbean film. That's what they announced at D23 this last year, I think. So yes, Will Turner will be returning as, Orlando Bloom will be returning as Will Turner in Pirates of the Caribbean 5, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Let's see, Captain Barbossa will be back. It would be very nice if Keira Knightley came back, but I highly doubt she's going to be coming back. And yes, it is going to be the last and final Pirates of the Caribbean film. And I highly doubt this guy will be coming back again. But as I said, Captain Barbossa, there he is, and Davy Jones. Time's up. Ha ha ha. Do you fear death? Serve as part of my crew for 1,000 years. No, thank you. Go back to back on the Flying Dutchman. Oh my goodness. Yes, I got that wrong. I fortunately apologize. Yeah, Orlando Bloom is Will Turner playing. Oh, okay. You know, something else came up too recently, but the Lord of the Rings movies and the Hobbit films, 6 films, all 6 of these films are going to be combined into this DVD collection. And let me ask you this. Do you think it was appropriate for them to make The Hobbit into 3 films? Personally, I think it should have been 2 films. They really dragged out the last 2 films. They really dragged it out. There was a lot of stuff in there that was very, very unnecessary. But, you know, if they made a trilogy for Lord of the Rings, they had to make a trilogy for The Hobbit. That's all I can say. But, yeah. So, yeah, that's going to be kind of... I think... What was the point of Orlando Bloom being back? I think it was just eye candy, right? I don't know. But I guess, well, they say that in the world, Middle Earth, elves are supposed to live for a very long time. They're not really supposed to die. They're immortal. So they can't die. So that's why Orlando Bloom's character looks so young and, you know, he's alive during that time period. So it would make sense if he was around, but they didn't actually have to have him as part of the expedition. That part, that kind of got me a little off track. But, you know, it's Orlando Bloom, whatever. All that money, 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 money. Sorry. Yeah. But there's some good news, though. I am actually looking forward to this. If you guys remember the Chronicles of Narnia, we're finally coming back to that series. Thank goodness. I don't know if I mentioned this in one of my videos, but actually, no, I think I did. So, if you guys don't remember, Disney used to own the movie rights for the Narnia films because they did The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and Prince Caspian. Then after Prince Caspian, there was a little bit of a this between what's their movie company called? I think it was I forget what it was, but the company that was helping to make the Narnia films and Disney went kind of like this, and then they split. Then they went to 20th Century Fox, and once 20th Century Fox took over, Voyage of the Dawn Treader went down the tubes. That was one of my favorite books in the series, and it was completely trashed. And they haven't made a movie since Voyage of the Dawn Treader, but now it was announced recently that they're actually making The Silver Chair, which is technically the fourth book in, well, it's actually the sixth book in the Narnia series, but it was the fourth book that C.S. Lewis wrote. The way that it's set up is such that in the series, it's the Magician's Nephew, Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, The Horse and His Boy, Prince Caspian, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, The Silver Chair, and The Last Battle. The way that C.S. Lewis wrote them was The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, then Prince Caspian, Voyage of the Dawn Treader, The Silver Chair, The Last Battle, and then he went back to the beginning. He pulled a George Lucas. Of course, George Lucas wasn't around that time, but he pulled a George Lucas and wrote the very first book, which was The Magician's Nephew, and then he wrote a book that went in between 2 and 3, and that was The Horse and His Boy. So my guess is that people have gotten tired of, I mean, Fantastic Beasts hasn't come out yet, right? No, it hasn't. So I don't know. But I'm actually glad they're bringing out the Narnia movies again, but it's not going to be with Disney, unfortunately. At this point, some of the actors that should be included in the Silver Chair that would transition from the Voyage of Dawn Treader have actually gotten older, so they won't be age appropriate for the roles that they're playing. So they're going to have to get new actors. They're going to have to get a whole new cast. I don't know if they're going to bring back Liam Neeson as Aslan again. They probably will, because he was Aslan the last 3 films. But I said a while back, I don't know if this was actually uploaded, but if anything, if they wanted to do the Narnia films again, they have to reboot them, because the actors are now much older than they're supposed to be for the books. What they should have done, they should have brought out the movies like that, you know, like one after the next, if they were really thinking about it, instead of like getting all in people's cases. But apparently that didn't happen. So it took them a couple of years after Prince Caspian that didn't start working on the Dawn Treader, and I don't know. Yeah. So we're getting the Silver Chair. If I'm trying to think, I don't know when it's coming out, but they are planning on writing a script, and they will be like doing probably role casting, and then they're going to start production. But personally, I think they should have just done a reboot. And I think Disney should get back the rights to Narnia, because they really did a phenomenal job of The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. It was like almost like reading the book, literally. They did a really awesome job with that movie. I saw it at the El Capitan with the special edition, whatever, and I got to see a lot of their costumes and props. Unbelievable experience. I actually got a lot of the McDonald's figures that they released. The Prince Caspian film was okay, too. It wasn't as good as Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, but it was just probably a little bit as good as the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. But the sequel, you know, was a little off par. But when Voyage of Dawn Treader came out, oh, boy. They really put a lot of things in that movie that just didn't. And there were some things they added into the books or into the movie that wasn't really appropriate. So that's probably what caused fans to be like, you know, that's not really what they should have done. And I guess the studios figured that out. That's why it's been taking, you know, so long to make Silver Chair. Yeah, so that's all I know about that. Silver Chair coming out soon, hopefully within the next couple of years. Will be as big as the other films, probably not as much. And my guess is that people aren't really going to remember the Narnia films, because those have been out since like the early 2000s, right? And again, that's why I say you should probably reboot the series. But then again, people hate reboots, so they have to continue the series no matter what. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm just rambling, you guys. I'm sorry, but so yeah, I understand about Guardians of the Galaxy, but you know, Joe, let me just tell you something right here. I know that you're a big Tower of Terror fan, but you know what? of it is because the contract between the Twilight Zone, like I guess the creators or executives, and Disney, their contract expired. And I guess this was a contract they didn't want to continue for some reason. So if a contract doesn't work out or if it expires, then something has to go, and unfortunately, that would be the Tower of Terror attraction. Now, I don't know if that is also going to happen to the Tower of Terror in Florida. Of course, they can't turn that into a Guardians of the Galaxy ride because of Universal Orlando. But the Tower of Terror attraction in Tokyo, I don't think that one's going to be taken out because that apparently doesn't have any reference to the Twilight Zone. So I think that is already safe. But I don't know. I would like it to stay because it does have a little bit of a Hollywood theme. But you know what? They're really trying to pull this Marvel stuff. They already, I don't know if they've done it yet, but in the Disneyland Shanghai, supposedly they were going to be making a Iron Man, which is kind of like their version of Star Tours, where you get into this attraction, you know, like a vehicle, and you're supposed to ride around with Iron Man or something. And I think it was supposed to be like 3D, but I don't know if that even came about. I believe it was Disneyland Shanghai, but supposedly there was going to be an Iron Man ride in Shanghai, but I don't know if that actually was greenlit or what. But so yeah, it would actually be cool if they brought the Iron Man ride here. That would be pretty cool, right? And you know what, to be honest with you, what they should have, if you guys saw last year's or maybe a couple years ago, they had a character appearance of Iron Man with Stan Lee. When they opened up superhero headquarters, they should have removed the suits, which have been there since Iron Man 3, and replaced it with an Iron Man meet and greet. Because obviously they had a guy walking around in an Iron Man suit, an actual Iron Man suit with pre-recorded audio tracks with Kylo Ren and Darth Vader. That's what they should have done. But they didn't. There's a lot of things with superhero headquarters that were very similar to what, it wasn't really that big of a change, to be honest with you, which is why it didn't stick around for a very long time. It was only open for like maybe 4 to 5 months. And it was very sad because it had a lot of really good potential. And another thing as to why I think it failed was because of the name. Because they can't use the name Marvel in the theme parks. Which is odd because when you look at the merchandise, the comic books, even the very existence of Spider-Man and Thor has the name Marvel somewhere around the theme park. And that also in regards to postcards, books, that's like graphic novels, DVDs, any of that sort of thing, it has the label Marvel. So I don't know how in the world they can't have the word Marvel headquarters somewhere in there instead of superhero headquarters, right? I think that's kind of ridiculous because even though they're saying, oh, we can't have the name Marvel in the theme parks, your products have the name Marvel. So I don't know. But again, if Disney is watching my videos, I just want to say that's just my opinion. I'm not trying to, completely, I don't know, this is a bad word. I'm not trying to diss Disney for, what they've done with Marvel. But I think what they've done with Marvel was pretty impressive. I mean, just bringing the Marvel characters to Disneyland was one thing. I mean, and the addition with the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, I think that's another step to bring in more Marvel stuff. And my question is, how long is it going to be when their contract expires? Like, how long are they going to keep the Marvel characters in the theme parks and also just the brands? I don't know. We will see. But I hope it's a long contract because, if it's a very short contract, then, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so I get what you say there, Joe, about the Star Wars props and meet and greets. They technically will hopefully move to Star Wars Land. That would be cool because that'd be more appropriate. I do not know what's going to be in this place, but we will see. But hopefully that is what's going to happen. And as of right now, since a lot of people are really pushing the whole Rogue One movie, my guess is that the second floor of the Interventions building or former Interventions building will be a Rogue One area. That's just my guess, but I haven't been back to Disneyland lately, so I can't really tell if it's really going up there. But the rumors have been going around that they're saying that it's going to be a second level to Star Wars Launch Bay. And if that were the case, then maybe they will have stuff from Rogue One. They may have a possible meet and greet. I do not know. They're already testing out a prop there with an it's basically an interactive robot that's going to be interacting with guests. We will see. We will see. But I do not know that for a fact. We haven't seen any merchandise come out for Rogue One other than the T-shirts for Rogue One. So you never know. You never know. Gee, I don't know about the crowds when Star Wars Land opens. I think there's going to be more of a crowd when Star Wars Land opens up. But, again, will it cause more people to go to Disneyland? Absolutely. There's going to be more land, obviously, to walk around. There's going to be, obviously, another parking structure in the next couple of years, so more people will be coming. And I don't know if it's going to... I'm pretty sure it will increase the crowds and in ticket prices. Yeah, be ready for them. They'll be coming. And there definitely will be an increase in annual pass holder cards and, like the prices. So, yeah, be ready for those prices to go up again. It's pretty soon here. The premium pass will be $5,000. Oh, and the SoCal will be $1,000, which would be very, very stupid, of course. But let's hope that doesn't happen at all. The prices right now, here's my prediction. I hope they keep the prices they have right now because that'd be ridiculous. But yeah, they're definitely going to have an increase in ticket prices. They've also done a number of layoffs, which is very upsetting. Oh, I feel like such a hypocrite here. Well, not a hypocrite, but just something I wanted to mention in today's video. I should have done this in the very beginning, but I'm an idiot. So, yeah, right. Mortgage your houses. That's a smart idea. So, I have fun making these videos, okay? And I know you guys enjoy this a lot too, but there are some people that are right now that have literally no place to go. So, I live in the state of California, as you all know, because I go to Disneyland a lot. There's been this really nasty fire that's been out for a while now. It says that, I'm reading this from the Daily News, 34,000 homes evacuated, 15,000, probably more, have been destroyed. A lot of structures and roadside attractions have been destroyed. Over 80,000 flee as fire explodes. And I've seen pictures of different places where people have gone to like shelters and just to literally escape from this fire. Here I am having fun with these videos, and yet some of these people are in desperate need of like help and all that. And I feel really bad for these people. And if any of you are watching this video, I hope it's somewhat entertaining because I know that it's very stressful right now in terms of what's going on. I hope I'm trying to bring some sort of laughter into your lives. And, it really makes me sad that a lot of these people, some of them probably won't be able to go back to homes because they'll be destroyed. And I know a lot of family memories will be gone as well. But I feel very bad for these people. And sometimes when I'm doing these videos, I try to picture in my mind, how can I entertain people to bring in laughter into somebody's life, just to be family-friendly entertainment when somebody is either hurting or just having a rough day. And I hope if any of you are experiencing this out there where this fire is, or any fires or any disaster out there, I know we've had several disasters. We had, I think it was in Louisiana, somewhere in the Midwest, where there was some very nasty flooding, and oh man, it's... So if any of you are out there watching this video, I hope you are all safe. And I hope you guys are all, trying to, I know you're going to be having to pick up the pieces later on in terms of what is going to happen now for the rest of your life and even your future and whatever. But I'm praying right now that you guys are safe and that you'll be able to, you know, continue what you guys are doing. And I also want to give my support to the firefighters and anybody that's in, you know, our law enforcement, our paramedics, even anybody that's out there that's working on these. I want to give you guys a big shout out because, you know, we got to acknowledge these guys because they go out there in several 100-degree weather, you know, against these fires, and you know, they risk their lives to do this sort of thing. And, you know, we just got to acknowledge these people, and we need to appreciate them for what they do. Because I know our country has had a lot of issues in terms of the violence and all that. And I want to make sure that my point is clear that we need to support them in some way, in any form or fashion. But yeah, so I hope that I'm bringing some sort of entertainment while you guys are, you know, wherever you are. And I know that was a bit of a pull string, pulling the heartstring, because yeah, I think it's in Santa Clarita. I think that's where it is. Yeah, it's been a very bad year for the fires. There was actually a fire not too far. Well, it was farther from us, but we could see these clouds of smoke. And there was one day I went out to my car. I think I actually posted about it. No, I didn't. But there was one time when I went out to my car, it was literally covered with soot and ash. It looked like it was snowing. And we weren't even close to any of these fires. We're off, you know, away from the mountains, but all this ash came in from the clouds of smoke, and there was a ton of flying off the car like it was snow. And it was a nightmare that one time. And plus the smell of smoke was really, like, it was in the air. It was just so bad. So I'm praying for those people that are suffering right now, and I hope that they're able to, you know, to get their lives back in order. And I don't want to end things on a sad note, but that's just what's going on right now. And I know our pastor's house almost got, I don't know if it did, but there was a fire very near to his house. I hope his made it, but wow, really? That's wow, that's crazy. So yeah, on that note, you guys, I'm gonna have to end. It's 9:02 at my corner here of the universe. So sorry to end that on a sad note, but I just wanted to make that statement because, you know, sometimes I want to seem like I'm very happy, but I know there's other people that are suffering, and I just want to find some way to bring entertainment to people when there's a time of need and just in need of support. And hopefully I at least bring a couple smiles to people's faces. So I hope I'm doing my job that way. So again, on that note, thank you guys so much for watching the video and even coming on to the live chat. If you guys have any other questions when the video is done, you can leave them down in the questions down or comment section down below. And if you like the video, please be sure to hit the like button and favorite the video, share your friends, and of course, subscribe to the Disneyland video series. Is greatly appreciated. And of course, you know, thank you all for stopping by and saying hello. And I really do thank you guys for really just trying to help bring this series to life. You know what? This is video number 298. So tomorrow's live stream possibly could be video number 300. Yes, 300 videos. We are literally 2 videos away from 300, which is crazy. I can't believe it. It is unbelievable. Like a few months ago, I celebrated 200 videos, and now we're about to celebrate 300 videos. That is amazing. So hopefully I'll have a video for tomorrow. If it's not going to be tomorrow's video, it will definitely be Thursday's video. But hopefully tomorrow for the live stream, it will be 300, but we will see. Again, thank you guys so much for stopping by. And again, if you want to follow me in terms of wanting to know when a video will be uploaded onto YouTube or when the next live stream will be available, please be sure to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and also on Instagram. Well, sometimes I don't really update the Instagram when I'm like getting ready. I do sometimes in terms of uploading like one of my main channel videos. But in terms of a live stream, maybe not so much, but definitely for Instagram in case a new video shows up. I know I did it for the last few videos for the Juju Quest. Oh, speaking of the Juju Quest, the last and final episode of the interactive series of the Adventureland Juju Quest was uploaded today. It's about the Skull Juju. Go and check that video out. Give it some love. And again, it's the end of a series and hopefully the beginning of the next one, which is the Pen Quest, which I'll be starting next week on August 23rd. And that's when I will be at Disneyland. And hopefully, if you guys are planning on being at Disneyland, I will be there. I'm actually going to be meeting up with some people up there. I'm not going to say who, but you guys, I know that there are some people on this chat that I will be meeting up with over there. But again, it's going to be a fun day. Hopefully, they still have this Pen Quest on August 23rd. I'm crossing my fingers, but hopefully it will be there. And again, also, oh, and don't forget, I also have a P.O. box. If you guys want to send me viewership mail, I will be posting the address down below in the description of this video. I know it's not up yet, but I will once the video is done uploading to YouTube and live, like when it's already recorded. And yeah, so I already have a couple pieces of mail that I still need to upload onto YouTube that I got, and that'll be probably within the next week or so. And you know, if you guys want to do that, you want to be a part of the viewership mail, send me, you know, mail in the P.O. box, and that's pretty much all I have to say. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. Oh, if you did not see, if you guys came in late, you got to see the beginning of this video because I had a little fun at the beginning of this video. So again, thank you all so much for watching. And that's pretty much all I have to say. That's all she wrote. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. And I hope your day was a magical one. Bye-bye. And cut. By the way, if you guys are still here, my computer's still having that issue again. It's like it shut off the microphone, but not the camera. Well, it shut off the camera, but weird. Okay. I'll try this again. Hopefully this works. Oh, come on, computer. I want to eat my dinner. It's getting cold. I got to put it in the microwave now. Thanks a lot. Oh, goodness. I still have a little bit of a cold. Okay, here we go. Bye.